What's up everyone, Danny Lyndon back with another video. Today we are checking out the Fifine AM6 gaming microphone, and this is the first gaming microphone I have ever seen that actually has a gaming feature directly built into the microphone. Most of these gaming microphones don't have anything to do with gaming. They might come with some software that lets you do a bunch of stuff, but this gives you a gaming feature directly built into the microphone, which is really cool. And this thing is going to run you about 40 or 50 bucks, depending on if you can find it on sale or not. It's a cheap microphone, and it's got one really cool feature besides the RGB lighting. Now, personally, I could care less about RGB lighting. To me, that is a worthless feature that means nothing, but some people love it. Let's talk about what the gaming feature this has actually is and why it's awesome. So, what this will allow you to do is route your game sounds and your voice chat separately. Like if you're on Discord with your buddies and there's a whole group of people chatting, this big knob right here on the front, you can turn this all the way to one side and all you'll be able to hear is the game sounds. If you turn it to the other side, you're only going to be able to hear the voice chat. And then if you put it right in the middle, it's a 50-50. So let's just say your voice chat's drowning out the game or the game is drowning out the voice chat. You can just turn this big knob until you get the right mix of one. So that way you can hear the voice chat clearly. You can hear the game clearly. One's not overpowering the other. So this is a true gaming microphone. My only actual complaint about this microphone is I cannot hear my voice coming back into the headphones. Since it's a gaming microphone, I can understand why they did it. I'm used to being able to monitor what I'm being heard, but if you're doing gaming, you're probably not going to want to hear your own voice. You're just going to want to hear the game and the voice chat. So I guess it makes sense that they didn't add that to this particular microphone. Now it does have a really nice mute button. If you touch the top, or in this case, the bottom of the microphone, it will mute it. So let's test that out and see if it makes any noises as we mute and unmute the microphone. So here we go. All right, so now the check 1 2 check 1 2 check 1 2. Mute. Very annoying. I know I'm annoying. Put your finger on it, leave it on there for like half a second, and it will mute. If you just lightly touch it really quickly, it may or may not mute. Now, the microphone does come with this little desk stand. It does come with a removable pop filter, which is pretty cool. So let's test this for pop. So Peter Piper picked a pack of peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of peppers. Peter Piper. Peter Piper. Now we have the windscreen on, so Peter Piper picked a pack of peppers. Peter Piper picked a Peter Piper picked a pack of peppers, yeah. And there's our bad singing test as well. Anyways, that was the pop filter. I don't know if it worked because I can't hear my voice through these headphones, so I'll find out once I play this back how the pops are with and without the windscreen. So let's do our sibilance test. So silly cell seashells, silly cell seashells, silly cell seashells. Do the S sound harsh and shrill and hard to listen to? Or do they sound nice and well-rounded and not fatiguing on the ear? Silly cell seashells. Yeah, I won't know again until I play this back and listen to it. Alright, so now we're going to do a proximity effect test. So right now, we are right up on the pop filter, and this is the way the microphone sounds. We're right up on top of it. Let's go ahead and move it back. Now we're just a couple inches away. We're moving it backwards. Let's see what it does as we get the microphone further away. Check 1 2, check 1 2. And I probably should be turning the gain up a little more, but now we are an arm's length away. And this is how the microphone would sound if it was sitting on our desk. You're probably hearing all the room reverb and the room tone. I mean, I am recording in a semi-sound treated room, but when you get the microphone further away, unless your room is 100% treated, you're still going to start to hear some reverb and some stuff like that. So yeah. Now this does have noise canceling built in. I personally do not like noise canceling, but we'll go ahead and test it out and see how she sounds with the noise canceling on. Alright, so now we have the noise canceling feature turned on. My voice is probably sounding really different. I don't know if it sounds good. I don't know if it sounds bad, but this is the way the microphone sounds when we have the noise canceling. There's a TV running in the background right now. I've turned that up. I just turned on my little fan. It's making a lot of racket. I don't know if you can hear any of that or not. So this will be a good test to see if it's getting rid of background noise or not. So let's go ahead and turn that back off because, you know, it is what it is. It's noise canceling. It's probably going to sound bad. Most noise canceling does. But let's turn it back off. Let's find out how this rejects noise from the sides of the back. So let's go ahead and turn this microphone as we're talking into it. Now we have it pretty much turned almost all the way around. We can go over this way. That way it's doing this. And you can also hear as I'm moving this around and my hands are touching it, you can also hear if there's a bunch of handling noise. So right now we're tapping on this thing to see if it's going to make a bunch of unwanted noise or whatever. I probably should put it on a boom arm and do this, but I'm too lazy for this test. I mean, I guess I should do it. Hold on. Alright, so if you're using a cheap budget microphone, I'm going to assume you're probably using a cheap budget boom arm, so let's throw it on a cheap boom arm. Now we're going to tap on the desk and see if any resonating frequencies are coming back into the microphone. You're going to hear some noise because we're tapping. You just don't want to hear a bunch of ringing and like bong coming through sounds. Let's go ahead and tap on the boom arm. And again, I have no idea. I have to play this back to find out. So we will do a final conclusion part of this video once I test all this stuff out and see what happens. Now we're going to tap on the microphone itself and see if it's making any resonating frequencies. I mean, it is a plastic microphone body, and it probably won't be making too much resonance, or at least I would hope not. So next, we're going to do a keyboard test. Let's see what kind of keyboard noise this picks up. So I'm going to start clacking on my semi-loud mechanical keyboard right about now. And how much keyboard sound is it picking up? Let's go ahead and put it towards the keyboard. So that's the difference between having it farther away and then having it close to your mouth. You're going to get way better keyboard sounds when it's up on a boom arm and close to your mouth, or I should say way less keyboard sounds, because your voice is going to be way louder than anything else in the room when it's nice and close to you. When you're using a microphone like this, the way a microphone's intended to be used, setting a microphone on the desk is never a good thing, but some people do it. Alright, so I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to play the whole thing back, listen to the test results and all that good stuff, and then I'll let you know my final thoughts. Normally I do some microphone comparisons, but I think in this video we're not going to compare this because this is a little bit different. This is being bought from a different purpose than having like pro quality sound. This is bought for gamers, and you know, it's pretty cool and I do think it sounds good, but we'll be right back with my final thoughts in just a minute. Alright, so I just listened to everything. Now we're going to go over the pros, the cons, and my final thoughts about the way this microphone performed for all of the tests. And honestly, there was no resonance. We did hear tapping, but that is normal because we're tapping on things. It's picking up the noise from that, but there was no ringing or unwanted resonance that I could really hear, so that was good. The plosive test, I did not hear the microphone popping whatsoever with or without the windscreen. I mean, there might have been a teeny tiny bit, but it didn't seem like the windscreen was really something I needed. But, you know, it's always a good precaution to put a windscreen in there. It's not a windscreen, it's a pop filter. I'm saying the wrong thing. I apologize. Windscreens are made out of foam. Pop filters are more like this. The sibilance is not bad, it's not harsh, it doesn't hurt your ears. I mean, every one of these tests performed very, very well. It sounds pretty nice up close, it sounds pretty nice at a distance, but let's talk about the overall sound quality here. Now, remember, this is for gamers, this is really just for somebody playing games, getting on voice chat, chatting with their friends. This is by no means a pro quality microphone. It is not going to give you pro quality sound. It's just going to make your voice sound nice, clean, clear, and easy to understand, but it's not going to pick up all the details and all the little nuanced sounds and stuff like a high quality condenser microphone will. This right here is the Fifine AM8. Is a dynamic microphone. It's also around 40 or 50 bucks, and this is the type of microphone that's cheap that I could run a YouTube channel off of. I think it's got that really nice big full sound. It's got a better overall sound, but it's made for different things as well. It doesn't have any of the gaming features. You're going to have this really close to your face. Like the AM6, you can put it back a little bit and it's still going to sound nice, to where something like this, you want to be talking directly into the front of it. So microphones are like tools. Different microphones are good for different jobs. Like for example, professional voice actors probably have 2, 3, 4, even 5 microphones that they use for different things. They might have one microphone for doing commercials, one that gives them more of a broadcast sound, one that gives them more of that natural sound for, a conversational type of work. Having different microphones for different things is awesome. It's nice to have the right tool for whatever job you're trying to do. But if you're just trying to do some gaming online with your buddies and you want to sound good, or you want to talk to some people on the Zoom meetings, the Fifine AM6 is awesome. If you want something that's going to sound slightly better for the same price but doesn't give you any of the gaming features, I highly recommend this Fifine AM8. And then if you want something that's a higher quality, you would probably be spending a little bit more money. But I would say the AM6 is definitely aimed for gaming and just recreational use. This is more an all-around nice sounding microphone that's cheap. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap the video up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you drop down the video's description or the pinned comment, you'll see some links to where you can get some really awesome microphones, cameras, lighting, all kinds of stuff. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and we will catch you next time. And don't forget to check out those links if you'd like to help out the channel and get some cool stuff. Later, guys and girls. See ya.